If there's one universal truth that every man out there knows, is that when it comes to taking accountability or responsibility for their actions, women, well, it's not something women are capable of doing. For example,
why on God's green earth would you raise women with the concept that Prince Charming is gonna come and he's just gonna save you, and it's gonna be all love and something that doesn't exist? It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Like, they're all liars. They're all demons. They're all like foul. They don't have souls. Like, where is this Prince Charming at? Like, why would you lie to us and set us up for failure to like be out here trusting men for what? For what? When y'all all suck. That was your plan all along, just to manipulate us, to think that like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, let's just put it in their brains when they're little babies, like, oh yeah, men are good. No, you're not.
ah, sweetie, I hear you. I really do. But here's the thing. While you believe it's all men, in reality, it's actually the men that you've chosen to be with. You see, like most women these days, you put on your fake up, pour on the lip plumper, and then think you're ready to go hunting for Chads, Tyrone, and Rico. You think that because after you've put on your little mask, you're now a 10, and thus you deserve a 10. Because, you've got higher standards. Only to then find out that there's literally millions upon millions of other average girls just like you hiding behind their masks and throwing themselves at the very same Chads, Tyrones, and Ricos that you are. And because of that, those Chads, Tyrones, and Ricos, most of whom, by the way, are broken themselves and who have no real idea or concept of what love actually is, tend to seek you out to ratchet up their body count, mostly because you're easy pickings. Very much in the same way, all y'all are doing the same thing and then calling yourselves strong and independent for doing so. In the end, after you've been peed indeed repeatedly by them, y'all end up doing what you're doing. Sitting in your car, crying and whining about how all men suck. Here's the thing, sweetheart. The problem isn't the men. The problem is you. And more specifically, as I said earlier, it's the choices that you've made over and over and over again. For example, there's the choice to hide behind that little mask of fake up, which inevitably comes off at the end of the day, thus exposing your true self. Something those Chads, etc. see all too often when they wake up next to you on the morning after. Then there's the choice of believing that you're a 10, a perfect princess, one who deserves the world and will never settle for anything less, while offering nothing but fakeness and phoniness in return. Then there's the other choices, like, say, to keep doing the same things over and over again, and then blaming the men, all men of course, for you making the choice to do that. Meanwhile, the good guys, the decent guys, the ones you actually want to end up with in the long run, well, those average schmucks that you've rejected time and again because they're beneath you right now, have now decided to sit this one out. They're done. They're walking away. They're refusing to play your silly little games anymore. They're refusing to accept your delusions. The ones where you go, hello, do you not see me? Do you not see how beautiful I am after 3 hours of putting on the fake up hair extensions and lip fillers? Not to mention the requisite push-up bra and Spanx to, how do y'all put it? Oh, right. Accentuate your natural beauty. It's all a house of cards, ones you've built for yourselves. So instead of sitting in your car, bawling and blaming the men, how about you try this instead? Go stand in front of a mirror and look at your true self before you go piling on all that fake up. Look at who you really are instead of that fake up wearing, hair dyed falsehood that you present to the world as the real you day after day. And then ask yourself honestly, honestly ask yourself, am I really all that? Or am I just trying to fool myself? Should I be really looking for tens and looking down at the average guys with scorn and derision, laughing at them, mocking them, telling them they aren't good enough when in reality the real you isn't anything more than average yourself? And then, darling, ask yourself the real question, which is, if I look like this now, what am I going to look like in another 10 years? What am I going to look like when no amount of fake up, no amount of Botox is going to be able to hide that real you? Ask yourselves, what are you going to do when that wall inevitably hits and you then end up realizing that not only is beauty only skin deep, but it's fleeting at best? All right, let's be honest. The answer you're going to come up with if you do all that is to say, I'm still special, and then go running back to all the good guys. You know, the ones you have rejected and rebuffed time and again, saying, here I am now. I'm now ready for you to wife me up. And then the reality of it all is going to hit you like a freight train. The reality now is going to be that it's going to be your turn to get rejected. It will be your time to be tossed aside, told you're not wanted, not needed, unnecessary. Told thanks, but no thanks. Because you see, now it's we men who've raised our standards. Ones you now can't possibly live up to. And no, you're not going to like it. In fact, we're seeing it happen now. Which is why there's a whole bunch of you running around screaming, it's unfair. It's why one day you'll be making videos like so many others are now, asking, where did all the good men go? While the very next day making another video showing how lonely, bitter, full of rage and toxicity they've become because they can't understand or handle why they're now being rejected. Being rejected in the very same way they rejected men when they were in their 20s. Ladies, that's your future, like it or not. And I know you don't want to deal with that reality, but that is indeed what is coming. Y'all made your beds. Now you're going to get to lie in them.